Good afternoon, or is it good morning? Good morning from Delaware. This is Lucy. Welcome to the live. This is Lucy from Delaware. Today is December 11th, 2025. Thank you for joining the live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Today, we are talking about something serious that is affecting immigrants across the United States. As you come in, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know how your day is going. There's a major immigration crackdown happening right now, and the Department of Homeland Security has released a list of what they're calling the worst illegal aliens. On that list, there are 15 Kenyans, and this news has caused a lot of fear and confusion in our African communities, as you can imagine. So before we begin, please drop in the comments where you're watching from. Let's connect. Let's get to know each other. If you're new here, I talk about legal ways to come to the US. I give you immigration updates and life in America as an African immigrant. Let me know if you can hear me now. Let me know if you can hear me. And just a quick reminder and disclaimer, I am not an immigration attorney. I don't work for USCIS or the Department of Homeland Security. This live stream is for information only. It's not legal advice. All right. So if you need legal guidance, please consult a qualified immigration attorney. So let me know where you guys are watching from. Maurizio, Mr. Thank you for joining. Wanjiko Modhoni, thank you for joining in. On TikTok, thank you for joining in as we prepare to begin the live stream. On TikTok, like the live and share the live so that other people can join, okay? All right. Let's talk about what is currently going on in the United States. The Department of Homeland Security has been increasingly adding enforcement into the immigration and deporting people, illegal immigrants. You have seen the news. You see what's going on. They've been identifying people who they consider high priority for removal or deportation, meaning that these are people with serious criminal records, repeated offenses, or immigration violations. So, in their latest publication, they listed a group they called the worst illegal aliens. And unfortunately, 15 of the names were Kenyan nationals. This does not mean that all immigrants are being targeted. It does not mean that all Kenyans are in danger, but it does show that immigration enforcement is becoming stricter and stricter, and everyone needs to be more careful. So let me know what you guys think about this situation. Drop your comments and your thoughts in the comments. So if I can share what that publication said, let me share that with you guys as you join the live and share the live. Share it to your WhatsApp groups, share it to your Facebook friends and family. So let me show you which publication I'm talking about. So a lot of people are worried, they are scared, they are concerned about the current immigration crackdown, especially here in the United States. And people are wondering, how can we stay safe as immigrants? So this is the Department of Homeland Security website, official website. Obviously, make sure that you're getting your information from reliable sources, from government official websites. So this was as of, I think, yesterday or early today, arrested worst of the worst. The US Department of Homeland Security is highlighting the worst of the worst criminal aliens arrested by the US Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. Under Secretary Nom's leadership, the hardworking men and women of DHS and ICE are fulfilling President Trump's promise in carrying out mass deportations, starting with the worst of the worst, including the illegal aliens you see here. So they have given you categories: country of origin, the state. There's a way you can search. So if you put Kenya, you come up with 15 of those quote unquote worst of the worst criminals or aliens. And as you can see them here, they are listed by state where they are from and what crimes they committed. So we have Alfred Obiero, some of the crimes, and this is not just to make these people feel bad or to make you be afraid. This is just for information and education. When you see these crimes, just know that you need to avoid these things so that you don't get in trouble with immigration. Assault, driving under the influence of alcohol, domestic violence. And this Alfred Obiero was arrested in Colorado Springs in Colorado. And then Chowchilla in California, Bethwell Gathu, and the charges were conviction for robbery. Patrick Mwangi in San Antonio, Texas, driving under the influence of liquor. In Conroe, Texas, Daniel Cathy, driving under the influence. So we are seeing a trend here of DUIs. The Immigration Department takes DUIs very seriously. Kenyans, let's not drive. Immigrants, let's not drink and drive. Because once you get pulled over and you are arrested or you're given a ticket for DUI, then that can start a whole process for you and difficult challenges for you immigration-wise. And then from Apache Junction in Arizona, Isaac Kithenji, convicted of flight to avoid prosecution and confinement, etc. Moses Okoth, aggravated assault using a weapon, and that's from Nashville, Tennessee. And from Houston, Texas, Clement Mulovi, convicted of fraud. So I hope you're paying attention to these charges and these criminal activities that are being highlighted by the Department of Homeland Security as major causes of deportation. Kidnapping a minor, Racketeering, Influence, and Corruption Organization Act, RICO. And that is Mohammed Chekchekani from San Pedro, California. And from Seguin, Texas, Moffat Morathi for dangerous drugs. From Utah, Spanish Fork, assault, violation of a court order, and that is Nasirian Montet. From Burlington, Massachusetts, Francis Mungai, and he was convicted of receiving stolen property. And from Seattle, Washington, Anthony Carrier for fraud, false statement, hit and run. And then from Marietta, Georgia, Boniface Mboro, convicted of aggravated assault, weapon, stolen property. And from St. Cloud, Minnesota, Collins Kianchi, convicted of forgery of checks, money laundering. And Kevin Gunyani from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, my neighboring state, convicted of assault, threat, terroristic state offenses, and simple assault. So as you can see, those are some of the offenses that can get you in immigration trouble. So make sure that you are staying away from problems, from crimes that can make you be arrested or pulled over, or somebody to call the cops on you, because then they'll start digging into your immigration story and what is going on with your file as an immigrant. Now let's talk about the part that concerns all immigrants, whether you are on a visa, a green card, asylum, temporary protected status, or DACA, or even if you are naturalized, even if you have a green card, even if you have a citizenship by naturalization, they can still go back and look at your file to see from the beginning to the end what has been going on. So these are the top things to avoid to stay out of immigration trouble. Do not commit crimes, obviously, even the small ones. In the United States, even small offenses like shoplifting, credit card misuse, or credit card fraud or disorderly conduct can trigger immigration consequences. Number two, never drink and drive. DUI is one of the fastest ways to lose your immigration status. Department of Homeland Security takes DUIs very seriously, and so should you. Number three, keep your documents updated. If you have an expired visa, if you have an expired passport, please make sure you're renewing them early because of the backlog and all the immigration slowdown that is happening. Make sure that you are renewing your documents early. Give yourself some time, a lot of time, so that your documents don't expire. Number four, do not lie on immigration forms. Immigration fraud will follow you forever. So honesty is key. Make sure that you're telling the truth on your immigration forms. Number five, pay your taxes. So once you get to the US and you start working, obviously you'll get your authorization papers to work. And we'll talk about employment authorization documents. There's another publication that came out the other day about that. We can talk about that tomorrow and the limitations that are coming up with that. Make sure that you're filing your taxes if you're earning money here in the US. Every year around February, people start filing their taxes. The deadline is, I think, April 14 to file your 15 to file your taxes. So even if you're earning not that much, you should still file even if you don't owe anything, even if you're not getting any refund. Make sure that you're filing your taxes. Filing taxes, even if you earn a little bit, is very, very important. Number six, avoid domestic disputes. Kenyans, domestic violence charges, even false accusations can destroy your immigration case. So if worse comes to worse, walk away. Do not engage in domestic violence. There are other ways of resolving issues. Get a lawyer, get out of the place, remove yourself from these situations that will put you in trouble with the immigration. Number seven, keep copies of all your immigration papers. Even if they are digital or physical copies, make sure that you have evidence of whatever process you are in your immigration status. Don't lose your paperwork. Make sure you safe keep your immigration papers. Obviously, there are other things that you can do, but those are the major ones. The biggest thing is to stay away from criminal activity and follow US laws, because nobody is above the law. Even if you have a US citizenship or a passport or a green card, or you have a valid visa, you still need to obey the US laws. So how can immigrants protect themselves? Here are some safety steps every immigrant should take right now. So make sure you know your immigration status and its deadlines. So gone are the days where ignorance was okay. The fact that you didn't know something about immigration, maybe somebody will let you get away with something. Nowadays, ignorance is not defense. If you don't know anything, that does not clear you from something if you're doing something wrong. You still have to face the consequences. You have to know your immigration status. You have to know your case if you're going through family sponsorship, if you're going through asylum, if you're going through the diversity visa program, or however you're here in the US, F1 visa. Every visa has its own requirements, deadlines, and renewals and all that. Make sure you know your status and your deadlines. Do not miss your deadlines. And then know your rights if you're stopped by police. If you have to carry copies of your documents with you, your social security card, if you have to carry your passport card or your citizenship certificate, wherever you feel like you need to carry as a form of identification to prove your immigration status. do that. You can have it on your phone, or you can carry it in your wallet, or however you want to carry that. Make sure you have that, because nowadays things are not the way that they used to be. The immigration crackdown here in the US is just going out of control. So every day there are new proclamations, there are new immigration policies coming up, there are new publications coming out from DHS, from United States Immigration and Citizenship Services, USCIS, all that. Make sure that you know what your rights are when you're stopped by police. Do not sign anything you do not understand. Make sure you have an immigration attorney you can call. And if you move, update your address with USCIS within 10 days. Make sure you stay informed. Use trusted sources. Don't just listen to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Make sure that your sources are good and trusted. And so, as a community, what do you guys think about this immigration crackdown? How do you think it's going to affect people? What is your opinion about it? On TikTok, thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in. And on YouTube, Vincent Oteno, thank you for watching. Wanjiko, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. The people who are asking about the diversity visa program, it's still not open. If we check the website right now, let me share that with you to see what's going on today. I had checked it right before this live, but there was nothing going on at that time. So the way we check whether it's open is going to the electronic diversity visa program page. And as of today, the 11th of December, is still not open. So we're still waiting to see when they're going to announce the entry dates for 2027 DV. That has not happened yet. So we'll keep waiting. Obviously, they are probably working on their portals so that they can have the $1 fee put into place, and also changing the website itself so that it can stop saying that entry is free, because if they're going to charge us the $1, then it's no longer free, right? So let's see who's here on TikTok, and if you guys have any questions. Thank you, Martha, for sharing the live on TikTok. Share the live, guys, and if you have questions, you can put them in the comment section. I'll try and answer as many as possible. Today, we are talking about the immigration crackdown here in the US, and the update from US Department of Homeland Security. DHS released a list of what they're calling worst of the worst illegal aliens, and there are 15 Kenyans listed on that list, unfortunately. Ways to keep yourself safe is the number one thing is to avoid criminal activity. Obviously, make sure you're obeying the US laws and make sure you're following your immigration laws. Tony, on TikTok, when DV lottery is open, miss. It's not open yet. We are still waiting for that. From Ethiopia, case number 14K, what are my chances of DV interview? So for 2026 DV, so you have a good chance. You just have to, depending on your embassy and how efficient your embassy is, but you do have this world. I'm in Pennsylvania. You said neighbors. Are you in New Jersey or in Delaware? I'm in Delaware. Delaware is on the East Coast. Thank you guys for sharing the live. I appreciate that. Thank you for liking the live on TikTok. Make sure you tap on the screen. That way TikTok can push this live to other people. That way they can join and listen to the conversation that we are having today. Mauricio, is there any hope that the diversity visa lottery will be there this year? There's still hope. It's just that we don't know when they are going to open. There's still hope. They have not announced that the DV program has been canceled. So as far as I know, right now, the plan is that we are still going to have the diversity visa lottery. It's just we don't know when. But they did say that the processing will still be the same, October 1st to September 30th. So October 1st of 2026 to September 30th of 2027. So it's just that the entry period now has taken so long because if you recall, the 2026 DV, I think, was announced on September 26th. So the whole of September went, the whole of November passed, and now we're in December 11th, and still we have not heard anything. So we still thankful. We are still thankful that it's not canceled because a lot of people come to the US using the diversity visa program. A lot of people have changed their lives, have made their life better by coming to the US using the diversity visa program. So we are grateful that it's still not canceled, and so we'll just wait for the updates from the Department of State. Dave, DV 2027 is not open yet. Let me see if you guys have any questions on TikTok that I can answer right now. Okay. So a lot of people are just asking about the diversity visa 2027. And like I said, it hasn't been open yet. Thank you for liking. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate, darling man. I appreciate you saying I'm giving you more likes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. On YouTube, it's like this year we have given up on the DV lottery because what the hell is this? A lot of people are really concerned about it. A lot of people, on a serious note, even the people who are really hopeful. So now they're like, wait, I don't know what is going on. I don't know what's going on. But until we hear an official announcement from the Department of State saying DV program for 2027 has been canceled, I think the best thing that we can do is to keep waiting. And as soon as they open it, everybody will know because we have been waiting. We have been waiting for so long for this. Yeah, a lot of people are frustrated. A lot of people are frustrated. Thank you for the likes. 1.4K likes on TikTok. Are they still issuing 2NLs in Nairobi, Doris? From my understanding, they are still issuing 2NLs in Nairobi. The visa bulletin, the new one, should be released soon. So as soon as it's released in the next few days, I don't know whether that will be delayed as well. But once the visa bulletin comes out, we will do another video and we'll go over whether there are any changes. For right now, the case numbers that are current for Africa is anything below 35,000. So if you're in Africa, anything below 35,000 is current. But current doesn't mean that you're going to get your 2NL right away. It just means that there's a visa available for you. And therefore, depending on the embassy where you're going for the interview, how proficient they are, how quick they are with the processing, then you will get your visa invitation for the interview. What about the new visa bulletin? The new visa bulletin is still not out. Let me check right now. The new visa bulletin is not out. Let me look. It's travel.state.gov. You can go there and you can just type visa bulletin on the search. and or you can just check, or you can just type visa bulletin on Google and it will come up. So the December one is the current one, so nothing really has changed. So we don't have the one for January yet. So let's see. Nothing new for the diversity visa program. So Africa region, for January, immigrant numbers in DV category are available to qualified DV 2026 applicants chargeable to all regions or eligible countries as follows. When an allocation cutoff number is shown, visas are available only for applicants with DV regional lottery rank numbers below the specified allocation cutoff numbers. What that means is that for Africa, it says all DV chargeability areas except those listed separately, meaning except Algeria, which the cutoff number is 20,000, and Egypt, the cutoff number is 16,000. So any number below 35,000 is considered current, and therefore they should be expecting their 2NLs anytime now. All right. Mute on TikTok. Why does it seem like DV was low-key suspended? I don't know. I don't think it's suspended. I think there's a major delay. According to people who do like software engineering and all that stuff, it's not easy, but I don't know whether it should be taking this long. But it's not easy to do a whole modification of systems. Remember the DV instructions for 2026 was saying that DV lottery program is free, and now they have to introduce the $1 rule fee. So in order for them to put like payment systems in place, for them, the systems to be compatible with all other countries' payment systems, I don't think that's an easy task. And maybe that's why it's taking so long. But all this is speculation. But the official word from travel.state.gov is that there is a delay, but the DV program hasn't been canceled. So I know it feels like the DV program has actually been canceled, but what? It's just taking too. I don't think it's ever taken this long. Somebody says there was a year that it was announced and then it was stopped for whatever reason, and then it was restarted, and then people had to reapply again. But this 2027, they haven't even announced it yet, and it's almost Christmas. So I'm not sure whether that's the issue. This is America. I feel like nothing can take them long to resolve. Yeah, but it's the state, so I don't know. And then remember, we had a shutdown, so I don't know whether that affected the staffing. That could be. But like I said, all this is speculation. Solomon Mushori, thank you for joining, and thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. Yeah, it does seem like there won't be any DV program, but like I said, it has not been canceled yet. And as soon as it's announced, guys, I will let you know. And I'm sure I won't be the only one. Eben, do you have any idea of how the embassy in Ghana process DV winners? Because things are slow there. So I don't have specific information about specific embassies, but from my understanding, the visa interviews are still going. They might be slow, but they are still going through slowly but surely, except for the countries that are now on the travel ban, where immigration process has been paused by President Trump. So those countries are the 19 countries which are considered countries of concern, and they include the 12 countries that are on the total ban: Afghanistan, Burma, Chad, Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Yemen. And the countries that are on the partial ban, which is Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. So yeah, so that's what's going on. There are so many updates. I can do another live tomorrow if you guys don't have any other questions, so that these videos are not so long. If you want to catch the replay, it's going to be on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Lucy Mwangi USA. I talk about legal ways of coming to the US. I talk about the DV program in particular, and other ways, different visas per request. Somebody requested for me to do a video on religious visas, so I might do that one of these days. So if this was helpful, please make sure you tap on the screen, share the live. Make sure you leave a comment, follow my page, Lucy Mwangi USA, for more updates on immigration, for DV lottery program updates, for visas, and for life in the US as an African. You guys make sure you stay safe. Leave me questions if you have any, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for the live. Somebody just before I go is saying, we, the intended applicants of DV Lottery 2027, we would also like to update us with requirements of latest entry. Yeah, so once they announce the entry period, Maurizio, they will give us the instructions, and we can go over those instructions right here on my YouTube channel and on TikTok. So guys, I appreciate you being here today. Thank you for your 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. For those of you who are just joining, if you jump on my live on my YouTube channel, Lucy Mwangi USA, you can see the replay of the video, and you can see what we were talking about today. But just a summary of what we were talking about today: the Department of Homeland Security has released a new worst illegal aliens list, and 15 Kenyans are named. With the current immigration crackdown intensifying, many immigrants are worried about what this means for their future in the US. And in today's live, we talked about why these crackdowns are happening, why the Department of Homeland Security is doing what they're doing differently, how immigrants, documented or undocumented, can protect themselves, common mistakes that lead to deportations, how to stay safe, how to stay informed and compliant with US immigration law. So if you have any comments, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll do another live. Thank you guys for joining, and have a good morning or afternoon or evening.